Hey, it's Danielle, also known as DMAC, and today I want to talk about how you can get better results using the Agimat scalping system. And this simple strategy can also be used with the FSO harmonic scanner. Now, I know a lot of you have been inquiring about these little red and blue arrows that you see on my chart. That's also an indicator, and I know in the last video I said I would make a video about that, and I will, but just not today because I want to talk about something more important than just, a buy or sell signal. And I think this simple strategy will definitely improve your results, not just with the admin, but your trading results, in general. So I know a lot of people are still having issues with their entry points and not knowing when to enter a trade or exit a trade. And so I'm going to share with you today an indicator that I've been testing out. I like indicators, but I never use an indicator by itself. And I don't recommend anyone doing that, but if you want to take that chance and that risk, that's totally on you. It's your account, your fund, so if you feel comfortable doing that, then just go right ahead. But I personally wouldn't recommend that. So, but I do like indicators. I like to use them as other confluences. So as long as you have other things to confirm them with, I think they can be a very good tool that you can add. And there's so many out there, and you're probably wondering, like, where do you get all these indicators? Well, some I just stumble across, and then I have a Facebook chat group where we share technical analysis, signals, indicators, and things like that. And a lot of these indicators come from some of the members in that group. So they may share an indicator in the group, and if I like how it looks, or what purpose it serves, then I will test it out to see if I really like it. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, is the Kijun Fluxion indicator. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the little indicator at the bottom of the screen. And basically all it is, it's a trend indicator. And so when people share their experiences and they're saying, oh, I went off the Maxwell equation and I entered, and then, the trade went against me. I hear it all the time. And my question is, are you trading the trend? Now, you've probably heard it over and over again. The trend is your friend. Trade the trend. And that's true. If you want to set yourself up for a higher probability of a winning trade, trade the trend. That's like your homie, your best friend. The trend is your friend, So with that being said, you're probably thinking, well, can you trade the pullbacks? Of course you can. There's people that scalp the pullbacks or price corrections, and that's all they like to trade. And that's fine. So you can do that, but if you are going to scalp the pullbacks or price corrections, you have to know and recognize that, okay, this is just a pullback. It's not a trend reversal. So, because there's a big difference, and I think that's where a lot of people are making the mistakes. Like, they're thinking it's a major reversal, trend reversal, when it may just be a small pullback before continuing, the current trend. So that's just something to be aware of and keep in mind. You always want to trade the trend. All right, so let's talk about this little indicator here. And I've been testing a lot of indicators, and pretty much everyone I've tested with the Agimat system. I know a lot of people think that these the Agimat signals are not legit or don't work or whatever, but I'm just going to line it up. So that was the Agimat reversal. It was a little bit before the indicator down here. So when it changes from blue to red, of course, that's a reversal, right? And then you can notice, I was talking about little pullbacks. You can notice the little red pullbacks here, right? So right now the trend is kind of, this is GJ, the beast. The trend is, well, the pair is in consolidation, so it's kind of going sideways. It's ranging, as you can see. It's just been up in this range here. But if you jump back over here, now this did not give a Agimat signal. Now maybe this signal was over here. I don't know, but there's a good chance that it could have been there first, which I don't think so, because you got this signal that came up here. But anyway, if you go off the trend indicator, I'm just going to say KFI. That's what I'm going to call it, because I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. But you can see how it lines up with this cell. So take that up. And this is on the 30-minute, 84 pips. And let's see, with the Agimat system, it was a little bit before the KFI, the Key inflection indicator. But as you can see, right there, there was a shift. Well, first it consolidated, so you knew it was going to either, reverse up or down. And in this case, you knew it was going to go down. You know how? Because for those of you that are familiar with the market makers method, you would have been anticipating this drop right here, because you got your, let me get rid of that. You got your double bottom here, the W, boom, boom, boom. The fake out, bearish candle, the long wick, you see that? And then pushes up, up, up and away, consolidates, and then reverses. Get everybody thinking they're going long, and then boom, switch it up on you. All right. So you could have been anticipating that drop there, but the reason why I like this indicator is because it helps you identify the trend. So you can line it up again here. So this is the Agimat giving you the heads up. Hey, this is about to reverse. And then you come down here, you can see it's still in a downtrend. It's still bearish. And let's just line that up with, once it starts going bullish, getting the bullish momentum in there, look how that lines up perfectly with the Agimat system and my little blue arrow. So sometimes these are spot on, and if they're not spot on, they're pretty close. This is another little blue arrow. This is the safe entry. This is the aggressive entry on there. And like I said, this is something simple that you can add. Like, always ask yourself, am I trading the trend? Like, even I will make mistakes sometimes. Like, but if I lose a trade and then I look back and I'm like, okay, well, duh. It wasn't an uptrend, it was a downtrend. And here you are trying to go long when the trend was, still dropping. So that's very important. It's something that simple, but it's so important. And another thing that I like, so when I was talking about the pullbacks, so right here, you can see this is just an uptrend. Even though you have these little red gaps in there, it's still an uptrend, right? And you can see it on the chart. It's just going up, up, and up. And these are, like I said, some people like to trade the pullbacks, like this would be from here to there, about 35 pips on that pullback. But you would have to be good at candlestick patterns and recognition and recognizing that, you know, that was going to be a pullback. Like I said, it's different. A pullback, yes, it is still a tiny reversal, but it's not the major overall trend reversal. So you have to keep that in mind. So some people, what will happen is they will like, oh, okay, this thing's about to go down. And then they get in and they think, oh yeah, this is going good, this is going good. And then they get over here and like it goes against them, and then they start to panic and, oh my God, I'm in the negative, oh, too much drawdown. And then they close the trade. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to panic, get scared, and close the trade. So that's why it's always important too to use a stop loss. And not only that, but it's important to know price action and how the market moves. Like I said, indicators are great, but 80 to 90% of your results are going to come from technical analysis and fundamentals. So you want to make sure that you have the proper education. If you don't, you're just kind of like walking around the market blind. You really just in there gambling. Then that's when it really does become gambling. You know, a lot of people look at trading as a big gamble, which it is, but it can be a very calculated risk if you know what you're doing. All right, so this is just one of the indicators that I thought was really cool. And if you are having trouble determining if it's a bearish or bullish trend, then you know you might find this indicator useful. And I'm going to show you, I'm just going to hop up some other ones here. That was a pending order. I need to cancel that because it obviously didn't get anywhere close to that. And again, see, that's a prime example. I thought it was going down. I entered, that's why I did a small lot, because I just wanted to test it out to see if it would hit that order, but it never even saw the order. It just went up to the moon, basically. But that's on the 1 hour. This is on the 4 hour. And still you can see how it plays out pretty nice with the Agimat systems. Look at that, spot on. You see the white arrow? See the white arrow there? Come down here. It's a downtrend. Up. It's reversing. They already gave you a heads up right there. Come down here. Yep. The bulls are taking over. And look at the Agimat arrow. So a lot of times, you know, people complain about these arrows or whatnot, but really it's just a matter of being patient and waiting for the market to come to you. Don't chase the market, let it come to you. And I've also tested this with cryptos, and it works really well with cryptos. I'm still doing some testing, but I've had some really good results with cryptos and some pretty good results with the Forex too. So again, this is the uptrend. You can see the little pullbacks, and then it's going up. But I wanted to show you a really cool feature of the indicator. So you also get the alerts. All right. So like right here, it says, you know, this is the 30-minute, the Kijun or Kaijan inflection sell. All right. And then of course, you know, I clicked on and off this chart. That's why you see it 3 times there, but it doesn't keep alerting you like that. But you can see, let's see what we got going on here. So the reason why this alert popped up is because you got that little red tip. So it just changed right there. All right. So would I enter that just off of this red tip? Of course not. I would have to check other confluences, you know, like maybe draw your trend line. I wouldn't draw it from there, but let's erase that one. I wouldn't just say, oh, I got a red little tip and a sell, let me enter. I know a lot of people do that and then wonder why the market probably does something different. But, just draw a simple trend line. Trend lines are great. And it's just a matter of being patient. Let it break, let it go back up and retest, and then enter. All right, so I like to say trading is like 80% patience. And even I'm guilty of it. I get impatient sometimes. I know what I'm looking and waiting for, but I'm like, oh, I know it's going down. I'm just going to go ahead and enter. And then you have to deal with all the drawdown. So I don't really like a lot of drawdown. Sometimes it's just unavoidable. You can't help it, but you can minimize it by, perfecting your entries and having better entry points. Anyway, so that's all I want to talk about today was this little Kijun fluxion indicator, or Kaijan, whatever his name is. I'm gonna call him a guy because it sounds like a guy's name. So whatever, whenever you're having trouble identifying the trend, this little guy down here will help you out. And I'm still testing it. I really don't even know what these levels are, but I am assuming, once it crosses over, I would say like the 0, it's probably going to be considered a bullish market or bullish momentum. And then once it's below that, you're definitely in a bearish market. But that's just kind of, I don't know, I could be totally wrong about that, but it just, most of the indicators, that's how they work when they get to that 0 line or 50 line. So again, just another simple strategy that you can apply to the Agimat system to help you improve your results. Just trade the trend. All right. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up on Facebook. If you would like to join our chat group, also hit me up on Facebook. There'll be a link below the video. If you want the system, there'll also be a link below the video. I don't know if you guys would be interested in the indicator below or not, but I guess I can give that to you. But again, yeah, if you want to keep up on certain indicators, or you need help with chart analysis, or would just like to be a part of a small little trading group, I'll definitely add you to the Facebook chat group. Yeah, we could, we're all there to help each other out. If you have signals that you want to share, or charts, whatever, indicators, EAs, expert advisors, whatever it is that you want to share, if you think it's worth sharing, feel free to do so. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I have for you today. And I promise in the next video, I'll talk about these little blue and red arrows, because I think that's what everybody eyes are kind of gravitating towards. Everybody wants to know, what are those arrows? How can I get them? And I will make the next video about the little blue and red arrows that everybody wants. All right. So hopefully everybody had a good trading week. It is the weekend, so I will be testing some cryptos, which is so addicting, by the way, but trading is addicting anyway. But the cryptos, man, those things are fun. All right, so hope everybody do some studying this week. I've been doing a lot of studying lately. Haven't really been trading too crazy. Just been doing some trades with small lots because I'm studying and testing some things out. So yeah, that's it. Hit those charts, study, and yeah, come back ready to destroy the market next week. All right. Oh yeah, and if you want this system, the Agimat, there'll be a link below the video, so you can go ahead and grab a copy. And of course, if you purchase it through my link, whatever indicator that you've seen in my videos that you would like to add to the system, I will gladly give those to you. All right. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will see you in the next video.